Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm working on another spreadsheet, and yes, I'm working in LibreOffice. I do have Excel, but I'm doing it in this one. I guess I could get rid of some of the toolbars so that you could see it better. So I've been getting the information on the internet. I am not a gardening expert. I just started gardening a couple of years ago. But I wanted a spreadsheet and I'm trying to find everything. And I thought, wow, maybe I could find everything that find out if each one goes with, you can plant each, like if you could plant artichokes with each one or not. And I can't find the information, but I'm working on it. I'm trying. But I thought I would go ahead and post it because I've been working on it for a while. Um, so this means yes, and this means no, and the flag means that like they go well together and protect each other. And I should have more flags in there, but I didn't start putting the flags in there till later, so I might go through that. I'm going to update it some more later. And I'm going to a lot of different websites trying to gather the information. And so I don't swear by this information because everywhere I go, the information is different. One person will say, oh, this needs full sun, and you don't want to plant it with something that's going to give it any shade. And another person will say, oh, if you live in a hot place, this needs some shade, so this would be good to plant it with it. So, and I get mixed information, and then some of them will say, oh, you can plant this with bush beans and pole beans, and some other places will say, no, don't plant it with pole beans, only plant it with bush beans because so I don't know who's right and who's wrong because every website I go to, and I'll scroll down so that you can pause it to look at it, but I don't swear by it, and I would recommend that you get, you know, second opinions on there. And I went down to leaks, so I'll try to go to I can go right here. And I've got it on one page so that it will be printable, but sometimes when I switch it back and forth from Excel to LibreOffice, it will go from the portrait and landscape, it'll switch on its own and I have to do it again. So once I get it completed and it's printable, then I will add the link so that you can copy it and download it in Excel, and I'll put it on those Google spreadsheets or whatever it's called so that you can get a copy. But I'm still working on it, but just so that, if you want to use it, you can look at it. And like I said, I would go by each one. And I'll scroll down one at a time because that makes it easier for you to see. And so that you can see it lined up like that. And that way if you want to pause it. But like I said, I don't swear by this because I'm not a professional gardener. I'm just getting the information off all these different websites, and I try to go which more the ones that have, if it says don't, a lot of times I will just go with the don't if I can't find enough people that agree on it. And I might go back and try to find more people that agree on the different ones, but it just seems like everybody has different opinions on it, and I'm so confused the more I look, but and some of the things it'll say that they go really well together, and then somebody else will say, "Oh no, you can't plant those together because they don't go well together at all." And one person will say, "Oh, if you plant these together, they go so well and they protect the plant." And I don't have a good example. Whoops. I was gonna try to remember a good example and make a note of it, but I didn't, so I just can't believe it's so hard to make a spreadsheet like this. And I don't know. See, cilantro, I need to really go through that one because that one should go with a lot of things, but I don't know. And some of the things I have on the top going across, and I don't have them on the sides. There's a couple of them where I might have it on the side and not have it on the top, because I had a really hard time trying to get it to fit onto one page. So I deleted a couple of columns because I didn't know. I'll go up for a second because I don't know if I paused that long enough where you'd be able to pause it. But like I said, I don't swear by this information because I'm just doing the best I can, and I'm trying to make the spreadsheet for myself so that I'll have it and be able to print it out. And I thought I would share it with you. And when I give you a copy, then when I get it done, I will make it so that you can go on to my next YouTube video that has this on it with a link. And that way you can copy it, and then you can go through it and you can edit it for yourself to print it out so that, because like I said, I don't swear by the information. It's just, and it just seems like grapes don't go with anything. And that's the thing. I live in America in a southern state, and when I was a kid, I used to steal the neighbor's grapes because our fence ran and they had the grapes on the fence line in between our house and theirs, and I would get a beating. But I remember those grapes were good and they grew so well. And then they would feel sorry for me, invite me over into their house, and they had raw peanuts that they had grown. And that was another thing that grew so well was the raw peanuts. And peanuts grow really well. So I'm like going trying to find peanuts because you just get the fresh peanuts in the shell and you can plant them like that. Who knew that? And then I'm going to plant some grapes, but I thought I could just go to my local Walmart or something and find it there. No, I couldn't. So that's one of the things that people don't seem to think about growing is, to me, grapes and peanuts. I never hear about that, and definitely going to plant those this year. You can see where I pasted the wrong color and trying to edit it. So I'll have to fix that. And hopefully I got them all in the right rows when I went to edit it, because it's hard to tell. Should probably do thicker lines going down here and there to separate it a little bit better. But I just wanted to share this with y'all. So, and I hope this helps somebody. And like I said, I don't swear by the information. I would double check it if I was you. And then you have to go with your heart by who you trust the most. You might call your local ag to get better information, but I don't want to plant something with something. And some of them will say, don't plant this with this. It'll say, oh, you can plant, you know, cucumbers are mostly water and you can plant it with this herb or that herb, but because it's mostly water, it might take on the flavor of it. But then others will say, oh no, don't plant that with that. So, like I said, I don't swear by this information, but I'm making the spreadsheet for myself and I thought, well, maybe it'll help somebody. So, and like I said, I'm going to update it, and when I do, I will put a place on it where you can copy it and print it. You want to double check the amount of pages and make sure it only prints one page, so that if I accidentally have something in there, that you don't want all those pages. And I love LibreOffice. I like Excel too, and I have both, but I really like this. So anyway, thank you for tuning into my channel. And if you know of anything that actually does grow well together or it doesn't, please feel free to leave comments so that it will help me with my spreadsheet. And thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Have a great day. Bye-bye.